friends, what's happening? What's shaking? What's going on? Well, this is Andy, and I'm coming to you from here at Reverend Guitars in awesome Toledo, Ohio, heartland of America. Today I have the pleasure of showing you the Meshell Ndegeocello Fellowship bass, okay? This thing is super cool, and it does basically, you know, I mean, it's kind of like the Reverend version of a badass P bass to me. It doesn't look like one, not at all. Nothing about it looks like a P bass, but it sounds like one. And that's because it has one P blade pickup, a volume, and a passive tone. And it's right in the middle. You see what I'm saying? It just has, it has that kind of P bass simplicity, but the massive versatility that a P bass has. You know, God, if you think about it, I mean, like Steve Harris from Iron Maiden plays a P bass. You know, James Jamerson. You know, I mean, if there couldn't be wider opposites of bookends, of spectrum, of the entire realm of music as we know it, that the P bass hasn't found a place in. Okay, so it's that kind of simplicity, but also that enormous depth of flexibility, and I'll show you. Most of it comes down to the passive tone control. So what we have going here is, I'll start by saying, I have two amplifiers. An Aguilar tone hammer rig that has a very modern kind of high fidelity, modern kind of thing going on, and an Ampeg Heritage SVT tube head with a 410 cabinet. This is the Ampeg. Aguilar. And both. So what we'll do is, the controls are on a stack. So the bottom half of the stack is the volume. It's like a stacked jazz bass, like a 60 stack jazz bass. So you have the volume controllers on the bigger bottom half of the pot, and then the top is the tone, which stands to reason. It's totally logical, because you're probably going to set your volume in one place most of the time, and then when you want to make your multitude of P bass sounding type adjustments, you're just going to be constantly fiddling with the passive tone control. So let's start and just work our way through it. I'll try and play something that's the same with, you know, in terms of musical content, and then I'll just adjust the tone control. So that's your all the way tone, all the way down, super murky. Kind of dark, murky tone. Now, when you hear that all by itself, it doesn't instantly make you think that it would fit very well. However, when that sound, that super murky, that super dark, when that's in the mix, sometimes it's absolutely the most perfect and awesome sounding thing there is. Super murky. Okay, so as you start to bring it in, it just starts to introduce more and more clarity. I seldomly go all the way into the total darkness, the total murkiness, but I often go almost all the way in, which is this. Okay, now let's go up a little bit more. This is cool because now you can start to integrate some harmonic content. Also, what's cool about it is this, like much like a P bass, there's just kind of like this enormous area to play, to pluck the strings. You pluck back by the bridge a little bit further up, a little bit just behind the pickup, on top of the pickup, just in front of the pickup, a little bit more towards the neck, and right up at the neck. Within where you pluck the thing creates 1,000 different sounds. There's all those juicy harmonics down in there. Okay, that's about 70%. Let's hear this with the Ampeg. So, I mean, it's got that driving, just that, grunt. It's a grunt that P style pickup, that P blade pickup gives it. All right, here's what it sounds like with the tone all the way up. So when you have that tone all the way up, all that crystalline, high-end harmonics and clarity just jumps right off it. So it's like, simplistic but ultra versatile. It's got this very, very cool custom paint job that's, specific to her taste, and it has the ultra cool reverse headstock. I love reverse headstocks, and yeah, man, this thing is very, very cool. The Fellowship bass. One other thing I want to mention before we finish today is that the reason that I'm able to do my thing on all of the Reverend instruments is because they set up so well. The reason they set up so well is because the hardware is killer, and they have no extraneous rattles and ricky-ticky-tavi stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, the bridge is super solid. It strings through the back. The tuners are hip-shot ultralights. The nut is set right. In this particular case, the headstock is angled back. You have all of the things in place that make the instrument set up without any wolf tones or, frequencies that get set off when you play two notes at once, like... if you start playing a big spread of like a low pitch and a high pitch, sometimes when you play them both together, you'll hear all this kind of stuff behind the hand rattling, and those are the kind of setup issues that are completely avoided with the Reverend basses because the hardware is killer. That's what I'm getting at. That kind of stuff drives me insane, and I just can't have it. I won't have it. And I've set up my Reverend basses. I have 4 of them, and I think I set them up once when I got them. The one that I've had, the one that's newest, I think I've had for 4 years. The other ones go back 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and I have not taken a wrench to them since the time that I set them up the first time, to my taste. And I mean, that's incredible. You know what I mean? So they kind of come to you already ready already, meaning the wood's kind of done doing its thing. And once you put great hardware on wood that's already dry and it's already done moving around and doing its thing, you set them up once and you just play them. They don't ever change. And, you know, those are the kind of things that are not on the surface. Those are the kind of things that only come from having them for a long time. And that I'm fortunate to bring that firsthand experience to this, because, you know, like I said, I have 4 of them, and the one that I've had the longest, I think I've had for 8 years, which is my Thundergun. And I haven't had to make any adjustments to it. So there you have it. Thanks for checking out this video. Thanks for checking out all the videos. And stay tuned. There's more to come. The Fellowship Bass. Peace.